من
إن جميع أرواح المؤمنين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم مالك غير المغضوب عليهم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين الحمد لله رب العالمين. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك على وعلى آبائي في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك توعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا يا ابن الحسن يا ابن الحسن يا ابن الحسن يا ابن الحسن. حمد والثناء لله الذي فطر السماوات والأرض وما بينهما هو الحي الذي توكلت إليه هو قل القائلين وأرحم الراحمين وأصدق الصادقين وقوله الحق. وصل اللهم على سيدنا الذي سمي في السماء الأعلى بأحمد وفي الأرضين السفلى بأبي القاسم مصطفى محمد وعلى بيت الطيبين الطاهرين سفن النجاة الآلام من ركب سفينتهم نجا ومن تخلف عنهم غرق هلك وهوى. قال الله عز شأنه يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا. صلوات على محمد وعلى آل محمد. We are grateful of Allah Azza wa Jal for this opportunity that we are together in this night where we are remembering Tiflan Muslim, the two sons of Janab Muslim ibn Aqil. The verse that I have started with is verse number 6 of Surah Tahrim, which very clearly addressing mu'mineen. There is a point when one thinks that when you become mu'min, then things are sorted. Like when you are Muslim is one level, then you go step ahead, you become mu'min, things are sorted and everything is clear with you. The verse is addressing to those who are already mu'mineen. So this is proving there is gradation. Wherever we are, there is need of growing more and more. There is need of moving ahead. We should not be stagnant. In our life, always we should try to move ahead. And this is exactly what the verse of Quran is addressing, saying mu'mineen. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, those who have iman, qu, warn anfusakum, warn yourself, wa ahlikum nara. After having warned and protected oneself, think of your family members as well. Should it be the case that you as head of family are not bothered, are not thinking about upgrading yourself, educating yourself, getting closer to Ma'arif of Ahlul Bayt, and you expect your children to be progressing in this line. So the thing is, you yourself as head of the family, qu anfusakum, warn yourself, take care of yourself first, then wa ahlikum, those who are coming underneath your umbrella, those who are under your custody, those who you take care of. Now, before opening this verse of Quran, the event is remembering two children of Hazrat Muslim ibn Aqil. So we will very fast go to the life of who this personality is. Who is Muslim ibn Aqil? Muslim ibn Aqil happens to be brother to Hassanain. He happens to be brother to Hassanain. His father and Hassanain's father are two real brothers. Aqil and Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi afdalu salatu wasalam. They are two real brothers. Both of them are taken care by Abu Talib. The way Ali is being trained, Abu Talib has attention towards Aqil as well. So Aqil was also knowledgeable. Yeah. Among things they say about him, he had ilmul ansab. He could tell what is to come in this progeny. Like when he sees someone, he can tell that in this family this thing can happen. And this he had mastered this science. He was a warrior. As said, he was trained directly by Imam Amirul Mu'minin. So this is the personality of Muslim ibn Aqil. And then when this event of Karbala is to take place, but before Karbala, when the Bay'ah is being asked to Imam Hussein, and he migrates from Medina to Mecca, and then there is a rain of letters calling Abu Abdullah towards Kufa. Imam is analyzing the situation and the request of Mu'minin of Kufa then. To prove their claim, he is sending his representative with the title Thiqati, the one whom he accepts to be authority on his behalf, representing Imam, his brother, his cousin. All these titles are being mentioned in the letter where Imam is writing to the people of Kufa. And Then Hazrat Muslim is being sent to Kufa. Hazrat Muslim is not simple person. He is not person that you can deceive with your crowd. Big number of crowd receiving him does not deceive him. He is very careful. He is very watchful. He cannot be fooled. And he was like that. And his judgment then was that really people of Kufa are waiting for you. Abu Abdullah, Ajil Qudum. Fast, move towards Kufa. People really like you and believe in you and want you, and they want to support you. So these things have to be kept into consideration. This is the father of the children whom we are remembering tonight. So regarding the children of Muslim, there are several quotations. There is a narration from Saduq, narration from Kharazmi, narration from Tabari, narration from Baladari, and many other historians, expert in field, have given different narration. So there is mentioning of 2 children onwards. So the famous 2 are Muhammad and Ibrahim, the one whom we are discussing tonight. But there is mentioning of some other children in the history. Several names have been proposed in these books that I have mentioned. If I can see them, Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Al-Muhim, there are several names which have been mentioned in the historical books, the books which I have mentioned, but the famous ones is Muhammad and Ibrahim that we want to discuss about tonight. So this is a brief introduction or entry to the discussion. Now, before relating once again this personality that we want to discuss about, we want to relate it to the verse that we have recited. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nara. Is Muslim coming as a referent to this verse? He was also a parent. He was also a parent, and he controlled himself. Qu comes from taqwa, by the way. Qu is order of taqwa. So is to warn oneself, to guard oneself, to take care of oneself, to think about oneself. Shouldn't be the case that we forget ourselves as the time is passing. To put more light in this ayah, when we are going through the tafsir of ayah, so Mufassirin also have their own observations. The personality of Prophet alayhi afdalu salatu wasalam, Muhammad Mustafa, he used to like children. He used to be with children. He used to give time to children. In some cases, he was even, he has had delay for his Salatul Jama'ah because of children. He paid attention to children. He was listening to them. And at a time, he even used to play with them. And that was the reason of some of very minor of his delay in Salatul Jama'ah as well, with full authority. Yeah. So this is Rasulullah. But once when he came out and he saw a group of children playing, his expression was not of love. His expression was of fear and worry. And then it is narrated him having said that waylun lil atfal akhiru zaman. Waylun lil atfal akhiru zaman. Now this is woe, something sounds negative. Min abaihim, the complete sentence is waylun li atfali akhiru zaman min abaihim. So woe upon, or woe on the children of akhiru zaman from their parents. Faqila ya Rasulullah, min abaihim al-mushrikeen. Are you talking about the parents whose background is of shirk and they are mushrikeen? Faqala la. min abaihim al-mu'minin. Aba, believers, the parents who are believers, who claim to be mu'minin, who announce to be mu'minin. La yu'allimunahum shay'a. They do not teach them anything. They do not. Now this is prophecy of Rasulullah. Then when he saw a group of children, Prophet used to express his love and play with them. But in this case, he is expressing his concern. And he's saying, I'm worried about the children of Akhir Zaman from their parents. Mushrikeen, no. Mu'minin, the one who do not teach them anything. La yu'allimunahum shay'a min al-fara'id. They do not teach them anything from among the responsibilities which they are supposed to know. Fara'id, right and wrong, halal and haram. They are not teaching them. وَإِذَا تَأَلَّمُوا أَوْلَادَهُمْ وَإِذَا تَأَلَّمُوا أَوْلَادَهُمْ. And in case if children get interest by themselves, they try to learn for themselves, مَنَعُوهُمْ. They tell them, no, this is not right thing to do. Don't waste your time in these things. وَرَضُوا عَنْهُمْ بِأَرْضِ يُسْرٍ مِنَ الدُّنْيَا. And they are happy for them to be occupied with simple material dunyawi thing. They are happy with that. They want them to be of that caliber. They want them to be among those who are investing in material field. The field where there is money. The field where there is pay. The field where you can make money for yourself. You become something. Yeah? من الدنيا. فإنهم منعوهم. When we are analyzing the riwayat, sometimes we are fearful. We rethink our actions. Sometimes we are thinking the work that we are doing, the what do you say, the investment in life that we are doing, is it payable investment really? In some cases, we are without any answers. Before going to the end part of the riwayah, there is need of pausing over here and opening this part of the riwayah, that when they want to upgrade themselves in Islamic and ma'arif of deen, they are being stopped. And for if they invest in material field where there is good pay, they are being encouraged. So this is the prophecy of Rasulullah from then. In some cases, most unfortunately, even in religious area, if there is investment which is being done or teaching which is being done, you will see is because we want to gain fame for our family. Our family's name should be taken as first champion in Quran competition. For instance, even Quran memorizing is being directed toward material titles and benefit. This is wrong. This is not supposed to be like this. Quran is supposed to be memorized for Quran itself. And ma'arif of deen are supposed to be learned for our betterment and our uplift and our growth. So that starts from parent. Then parent, when he himself is something, then he can give his children something. The philosophical formula says, فَاقِدُ الشَّيْء لَا يُؤْتِ الشَّيْء. The one who himself does not have light cannot illuminate the room, cannot give light to others. Ending part of the riwayah goes saying, فَإِنَّهُمْ بَرِيءٌ فَأَنَا بَرِيءٌ مِّنْهُمْ وَمِنِّي بُرَاءَ or وَإِنَّهُمْ بَرِيءٌ مِّنْهُ مِنِّي. So I am far away from these people and they are also far away from me. So now this is the riwayah which is trying to bring some enlightenment in our actions and the things that we are doing in our day-to-day life. We as parents, we as elders of community, we as heads of the family, one of the places where tarbiyah is directly taking place and ulum are being poured and coming is manabir of Rasulullah, mimbar of Rasulullah. From the time this bala that entered some time ago, it created this case scenario where people prefer sitting at home and watching the program in their comfort. They view the program until their content and then they just stop the program. This is not how it works. We are going towards Muharramul Haram. This is the month of upliftment where there is big investment, material and spiritual, which is being put into place. Best scholars are being invited. Everyone should contribute from his side. Everyone should move towards the manabir. Everyone should come towards this mimbar for tarbiyah. For our own personal growth, after we growing, we also think of our children, those who are under us. Muslim was of this type. Muslim ibn Aqil, he was brought up, his lineage is of this type. He was brought up in this channel and he was also investing in this area. And you will see the action of their children is proving this thing, that really the parent has invested on his children. Muhammad and Ibrahim are proving their tawheed in the absence of their parents. And this is what is supposed to be happening in our absence. So this is best of the investments that one can do. We as parents, we as authorities of the family are supposed to be watchful of this reality. Qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nara. Nar is not just fearing, phenomenal term or threatening phenomena, just to create fear. No, this is reality. Nar is something that we are to face. And especially when Allah Azza wa Jalla is very clearly saying, Qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nara, really there is nar ahead. So we should be careful of this reality. And this is the message that I wanted to give for today's session. Now, when we are going through the history, as it is mentioned in the historical books, that these two sons of Janab Muslim, and Muslim with all those titles that he had, and he was representing Abu Abdullah in Kufa, and when he went over there, he was not simple person, he created a big crowd, a crowd of 4,000 people who stood against Ibn Ziyad alayhi lan. Ibn Ziyad was forced to close the gates of Darul Imara because of the wave that Muslim had created and the awareness that he had spread in his presence in Kufa. Then there is that strategy of this cunning representative of Yazid alayhi lan, Ibn Ziyad. He starts sending his people from different corners to bribe people, to buy people, to threat people. The 4,000 turned to 300, and 300 into very small number. In the end, Muslim ibn Aqil is finding himself in the street alone, moving in the street as if no one knows him. The same people who had received him very warm and did not deceive him, they were true in their claim. But in the same time, there is another threat of life, possession, wealth from Ibn Ziyad. Ibn Ziyad had nothing. He was trying his cards, and the cards ended up working. He was just trying which one to play with. If people were steadfast and would have continued with their resistance, they would have finished everything, and the ground for coming Imam of their time was very simply prepared. But they were threatened, and they accepted the thing, and they were taken by that threatful, words, and they stepped aside from the representative of Imam, and they left him alone. And then when Hazrat Muslim is being finally severed, his head is being separated from his body, at that point Hazrat Muslim is sending his salam after having done his ibadat and ready to go to meet his Mawla, and after having fulfilled his responsibilities, he sent his salam to Abu Abdullah from this point. Now they are to separate his head. He sent his salam, and Imam also remembered or replied his salam in the same spot when Imam was in Maqtal. When Abu Abdullah al-Hussein was in Maqtal, and these were the end moment of his life, and as it is said, this mal'un is sitting on the chest of Imam, and Imam is feeling weight on his chest, and then he is telling him that he is to be the disrespectful act that Shimr is doing to Abu Abdullah. At that point, Abu Abdullah is replying the salam of Muslim. You can see the connection of Muslim and Abu Abdullah in the end time of their life. Muslim did salam in the end. Abu Abdullah also remembered him, and Hani as well. After having remembered him, he is also calling other companions. જે બધા એના સપોર્ટર્સ હતા, એકના નામ લીધા, બધાને યાદ કર્યા, બધાને બોલાવ્યા, અને જેમાંથી ઘણા શહીદ થઈ ગયા હતા. પણ બોલાવાનું કારણ એ ના હતું કે પોતાની તરફથી ઝાફને દેખાડે, બલકે જેવી રીતના ઓલકા એને યાદ કરતા ગયા, એવી રીતના ઇમામ જ્યારે શહાદતના બાજુમાં હતા, એ બી એકને યાદ કર્યા. એના બાજુના જે સાથીદાર હતા, એકને યાદ કર્યા. એમાંથી મુસ્લિમનું બી zikr છે. ફરઝંદાને મુસ્લિમ ને ઝિંદાનમાં લઈ ગયા. જેવી રીતના કહેવામાં આવે છે કે જ્યારે ઇમામનું કત્લ થયું કરબલામાં, અને અજર રિસાલતનું જે મરહલો છે, મવદ્દત ફી કુરબાનો જે મરહલામાં ઓલકા આગળ વધ્યા અને ખિયામના તરફ હમલા કર્યા અશ્કિયા. જ્યારે હમલા કર્યા ખિયામને, તો જે હરમમાં આહલે હરમ હતા, બધા આમ જ બહારે નીકળ્યા ડિફરન્ટ ડાયરેક્શનમાં પોતાના લાઈફને બચાવવા વાસ્તે. એમાંથી ફરઝંદાને મુસ્લિમ બી આ જ કારાવાનમાં હતા, અને અહીંયાથી ઓલકાની પોતાની જાન બચાવવા વાસ્તે મૂવ થયા છે. તો નકલ કોલ જે છે તવારીખના, ઓલકા અહીંયાથી મૂવ થયા મુસૈયબ સુધી, એ એક કોટેશન છે. અને બીજી નરેશન એ છે કે ઓલકાને ઇબ્ને ઝિયાદના દરબારમાં લઈ ગયા, અને ઇબ્ને ઝિયાદ ઓલકાને ઝિંદાનમાં વરસ વાસ્તે રાખ્યા, અને ઓલકા ભૂલાઈ ગયા હતા ઝિંદાનમાં. તારીખ ઝિંદાન હતી, બચ્ચાઓ એમાં ઓલકાનો ગુજારો કરતા હતા. એમ જ એક એવું ટાઈમ આવે છે કે ઓલકામાં જરાક જુરત આવે છે એક ઝઈફને પૂછવા કે એ ઝઈફ, તું રસૂલનું નામ સાંભળ્યો છે? ઓલકા એ ચેક કરવા કોશિશ કરતા હતા કે આ કેવું માણસ હશે, આ અમને ઘૂરશે, આ અમને હેલ્પ કરી શકશે. તો એ કહે છે રસૂલ તો અમારા નબી છે, અલીનું તું નામ સાંભળ્યો છે? એમ જ કરીને મુસ્લિમનું નામ તું સાંભળ્યો છે? મુસ્લિમ તો અમારા સફીર હતા કરબલામાં, કુફામાં, કરબલાના ઇમામ હુસૈનના. તો ઓલકા પોતાને ઓળખાવે છે અને કહે છે કે અમે ફરઝંદાન છીએ આ મુસ્લિમના. જ્યારે પોતાની ઓળખાણ કરે છે તો આ એક મોમિન માણસ હતો, અને ઝિંદાનનો જે દરવાજો છે એ ખુલ્લો મૂકી છે. એ કરીને આ ફરઝંદાન ઝિંદાનમાંથી બહાર નીકળે છે અને રાતનું તારીખ હોય છે ઓલકા ટ્રાય કરે છે જેટલું ઓલકાથી થઈ શકે છે દૂર થવા કુફાથી, પણ જેટલું જાય છે ઓલકા મુસૈયબ સુધી પહોંચે છે એઝ પર નેરેશન. અને એક ઝઈફાના ઘરમાં આવે છે અને ઝઈફા બી ઇટ હેપન ટુ બી એ બી એક મોમિના હતી કે જે ઓલકાને કબૂલ કરે છે, ઇસ્તકબાલ કરે છે અને ઓલકાને સારવાર કરે છે, ઓલકાને ઘરમાં રાખે છે. પણ તેમના શૌહર કાં તો તેમના દામાદ બેમાંથી એક રાતના દેરથી મોડેથી આવે છે ઘરમાં અને એને બી આ ઘરમાં આરામ કરવાનું હોય છે. જ્યારે આરામ કરે છે રાતના એને કોઈ અવાજ આવે છે, જ્યારે ચેક કરવા જાય છે તો ફરઝંદાને મુસ્લિમ સાથે એનો મુઆજે થાય છે. જ્યારે મુઆજે થાય છે તો ઓલકા એ પૂછે છે તમે કોણ? જ્યારે એ પૂછા કરે છે તો ફરઝંદાન જે છે સામેથી એને કહે છે કે અગર અમે અમારી ઓળખાણ કરે અમે અમાનમાં હશો તો એ લોકોને પ્રોમિસ કરે છે કે તમે લોકો અમાનમાં હશો. પણ જ્યારે ઓળખાણ પોતાની કરે છે તો એ ઓલકાના હાથને બાંધીને ઓલકાને આખી રાત આમ જ ઓલા રૂમમાં બાંધીને રાખે છે અને સવાર થતાં ઓલકાને નહેરે ફરાતની તરફ લઈ જાય છે. નહેરે ફરાતની તરફ જ્યારે લઈ જાય છે પછી તેમના ગુલામને એ હુકમ આપે છે કે ઓલકાને ઝિબાહ કરે. ગુલામ કબૂલ નથી કરતા, એમ જ તેમના ફરઝંદ કબૂલ નથી કરતા. પછી પોતે જ્યારે જાય છે એ કામ કરવા તો કહેવામાં આવે છે હિસ્ટોરિકલ રિપોર્ટમાં કે ઓલકા એને કહે છે કે તું આ કામ શું કામ કરે છે, શું કામ તને અમને ઝિબાહ કરવું છે, શું કામ તને અમને મારી નાખવું છે? એ કહે છે કે અગર હું આમ કરીશ તો મને પાદાશ મળશે, મને સિલો મળશે ઇબ્ને ઝિયાદ પાસેથી. જ્યારે એમ બયાન કરે છે કહે છે કે તું અમને બાજારમાં લઈ જા, વેચ અમને, તું અમને વેચીશ, અમે ગુલામ થશો કોઈના, તને પૈસા મળી જશે, તને પૈસાથી કામ છે. તો બી શકી કબૂલ નથી કરતો. એને બીજું ઓપ્શન આપે છે કે અગર થશે કે તું અમને ઇબ્ને ઝિયાદ પાસે લઈ જા, મે બી અમને અમારું કત્લ ના કરે. એ કહે છે ના, હું તમારો કત્લ જ કરીશ ને તમારા જે છે સરને લઈને જઈશ ઇબ્ને ઝિયાદ પાસે. પણ આ શકી કેમ કે દુનિયામાં ડૂબાઈ ગયો હતો અને એના નજરમાં ખાલી દિરહમ હતા એ ટાઈમમાં, એ પોતે વિચારી ના શક્યો. બે બીજા ઓપ્શન બરાબર ઓપ્શન હતા. પણ હવે જ્યારે એ કરવા ગયો આ કામ તો ફરઝંદાને મુસ્લિમ દુઆ કર્યા, યા હૈ યા હકીમ, એ હૈ ઝાત અને એ હકીમ ઝાત, યા અહકમલ હાકિમીન, એ કે જે દાદખા હોય અને દાદખા છે, ઉહકુમ બૈનના વ બૈનાહુ બિલ હક, જેવી રીતના એ અમારા સાથે કર્યો છે એના સાથે બી એવી રીતના જ થાય. ને આ માસૂમોની જે દુઆ છે કબૂલ થાય છે. જ્યારે આ રૂઉસે શુહદાને દરબારમાં લઈને જાય છે તો ઇબ્ને ઝિયાદ એને જ ફરી જાય છે. પાદાશ દેવાની બદલીમાં એ હુકમ આપે છે જલ્લાદને કે આ માણસને લઈ જાઓ અને એનો સરને તનથી જુદા કરો ને એ જ એનો પાદાશ હશે. તો આ તારીખ, ખુલાસે તારીખ ફરઝંદાને મુસ્લિમ અને ઓલકાની મક્તલમાં આ બધા ન્યૂઝ મળે છે ને દુઃખનું સમા છે. દુઆ છે રબ્બુલ અરબાબની બારગાહમાં કે he makes us among those who are fulfilling our responsibility when it comes to upbringing generation and our children. અને અમારા બી જે બચ્ચાઓ છે અમારા પ્રેઝન્સમાં અને અમારા એબ્સન્સમાં જે રંગે વિલાઈ છે પોતાની તરફથી ઇઝહાર કરે અને આ વિલાયત સાથે સાબિત કદમ રહે. વસયાલમુ લઝીના ઝલમુ અલા મુહમ્મદિન અય્ય મુન્કલબિન યન્કલિબૂન ઇન્ના લિલ્લાહ વ ઇન્ના ઇલૈહિ રાજીઉન.
મુએ जब दोनों दरिया पर मोहम्मद और इब्राहिम मोए जब दोनों दरिया पर मोहम्मद और इब्राहिम यही कहते थे रो रो कर मोहम्मद और इब्राहिम मोए जब दोनों दरिया पर मोहम्मद और सबा कहियो ये अम्मों से कि हम तेरे हुए फिदये सबा कहियो ये अम्मों से कि हम तेरे हुए फिदये कटाते दोनों हैं हम सर मोहम्मद और इब्राहिम मोए जब दोनों दरिया पर मोहम्मद और हमारी लो खबर जल्दी के है हम खुद को राही हमारी लो खबर जल्दी के है हम खुद को राही खरे हम दोनों हैं मुज़तर मोहम्मद और इब्राहिम मोए जब दोनों दरिया पर मोहम्मद और इब्राहिम हमारे बाप को मारा किया है हमको आवारा हमारे बाप को मारा किया है हमको आवारा फिरे हम बट के जो दर दर मोहम्मद और इब्राहिम मोए जब दोनों दरिया मोहम्मद पकड़ लाया है एक मलऊन बहाता है हमारा खून पकड़ लाया है एक मलऊन बहाता है हमारा खून हमें कहता है बद अख्तर मोहम्मद और इब्राहिम मोए जब दोनों दरिया पर मोहम्मद और इब्राहिम यही कहते थे रो रो कर मोहम्मद और इब्राहिम मोए जब दोनों दरिया पर मोहम्मद और इब्राहिम सूरतुल मुबारकतुल फातिहा बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अस्सलामु अलैका या रसूल अल्लाह अस्सलामु अलैकी या खदीजतल कुबरा अस्सलामु अलैका या अमीरल मुमिनीन अस्सलामु अलैकी या फातिमतुज़ ज़हरा السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله الحسين، وعلى علي بن الحسين، وعلى أولاد الحسين، وعلى أصحاب الحسين، وعلى أخيك الشهيد أبا الفضل العباس بن أمير المؤمنين، وعلى أختيك زينب وأم كلثوم وبنتك سكينة. السلام عليك يا علي زين العابدين. السلام عليك يا محمد الباقر. السلام عليك يا جعفر الصادق. السلام عليك يا موسى الكاظم. السلام عليك يا علي الرضا. السلام عليك وعلى أختك فاطمة المعصومة. السلام عليك يا محمد التقي. السلام عليك يا علي النقي. السلام عليك يا حسن العسكري. السلام عليك يا مولاي يا صاحب العصر والزمان، سيدي. الأمان 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 من فتنة وشر الزمان. عجل الله تعالى فرجك، وسهل الله تعالى مخرجك وظهورك. السلام عليكم يا أهل بيت النبوة جميعا ورحمة